Drive-by shootings are all too common in Los Angeles. Tonight, Bernard Gonzalez has the story of one mother making sure her murdered son did not die in vain. She's devoting her life to saving kids through education.
Well, the beginning is my son got killed in 1989 in a drive-by shooting. And don't know who did it or why.
The murder of 35-year-old Al Wooten Jr. was the last thing Myrtle Faye Rump expected.
Not in a million years. You didn't hear about drive-by shooters, back then that much. And even if I did, I never thought it would affect one of my kids because they were all in their 30s, married and gone away from home.
Her family reacted with shock and anger. Some talked of going after the killers, but Faye didn't want to respond that way.
I felt like I had to do something to try to keep his name alive. And eventually I came up with the idea of working with young people to try to keep them off the street because I didn't know why they were killing each other.
This grieving mother, a former seamstress and restaurant worker, in a matter of months organized a board of directors and formed a non-profit corporation she named the Al Wooten Jr. Heritage Center.
Normally, I would have never stepped out and did something like that. So I have no explanation of why I did it or how I did it. So when I think about it now, it kind of blows my mind.
The center's first home was a room in the building that Faye's husband used for his moving and storage business. Toys and books were donated by relatives. Faye brought a TV from home.
It was easy to get the kids to come. It started out with 4 young men. And they start telling their friends, this is a place for us.
We like a family, offer me love and stuff like that, encouragement.
The center is a safe haven because it gives an alternative to gang lifestyles and other things that the kids could be into, but they're not because they're so busy with the center.
Find these kids felt like they wouldn't live to be 18, and that was a horrible thought to me.
Faye knew the center's members needed more than a place to play pool and watch TV.
I learned they need education. That's the key to what they're doing. If they was better educated, they wouldn't be out killing each other. They would be somewhere working.
Faye ran ads and found volunteer reading teachers, tutors, homework helpers, and mentors. But as the center expanded, the expenses piled up. Faye and her husband eventually decided to sell their house and move to an apartment so they'd have the money to keep the center going.
We get donations and sometimes we get grants, but it's never enough money. That's the only hard part about this center.
Donations did help the center move into its present home, which now has not only a TV and a pool table, but also a basketball court, and most importantly, a learning center.
It is.
This room has to be one of your proudest rooms.
Yeah, it is. All these computers were donated by Toyota.
There's even a garden where kids at the center can cultivate vegetables, as Faye cultivates them.
You got to show a child that you care, number one, that you really are interested in their future. And once they believe that you really care about them, you show that love and compassion, then the rest is easy.
Everybody on your best behavior, okay?
On this day, students in the center's Street Academy program, an alternative for high school equivalency, are going to visit the new Getty Center.
It's huge. I love it. Isn't it exciting right there? That's it. That's the Getty. I'm so excited.
Volunteer Nellie Prestwood arranged this whole field trip, getting donations for the bus, food, the museum, and more.
This is it. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. That is tight.
Oh. That water thing, huh? I know, it's beautiful.
These are good kids, and these kids are loving kids, and they're compassionate kids, but they have problems like we all do.
The gang pressures, it's hard, I walk by people such as yourself, and they grabbing their purses or they locking their doors, it's just an expression. I don't mean nothing by it. It's just a facial expression. I guess that's my game face. You got to be ready for anything and anybody on the streets because you don't know what's coming after you, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my game face. That's all.
You have another face you just let out right now.
This one's pretty. This one is cuter because you can see the color, for real, you can see the color and stuff.
The Getty Center makes an impact, but it's the Wooten Center that's making the difference.
I don't think I would have the chances that I have now of succeeding, of going to college, of doing all the things that the center has opened up for me.
And it's all because one woman wanted to keep her son's name alive and keep other kids alive.
Every child I see a part of him. They all look like him. It's easy for me to love them and care about them. You know, I want the best for them.
In Los Angeles, Bernard Gonzalez for Fox 11 News.